first of all, extremely sorry, 10 minute मैंने late किया. It was unavoidable because of some ritual. कुछ पूजा था जो 7:30 पे करना था, for that reason. Sorry. But I generally don't like that. If the time is 7:30, I should be coming at 7:31. And I don't like from the student part also they are joining late. Time is time. We need to maintain our time. We need to maintain punctuality. That is first thing we need to learn in professionalism. Sorry, extremely sorry. Always the class will be on time. Just it was unavoidable reason. Sorry. Now, so let's start. So this was the yes, tell me. Tell me, Ravis. Ravis, tell me.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Your voice is getting echoed. You were saying one time, it is hearing 5 times. We are hearing 5 times. No problem. Maybe if you decrease the volume, then it will not echo. Sometimes when I increase the volume, then the same problem arises. So if you slightly decrease the volume, then in that case, problem will be over. Sorry. So what I am saying that, I am assuming we have gone through the material of airline industry in this coming 3-4 days. Even though if not gone, I will be going through that once we will be discussing. Our objective in coming 1 month, by around 10th of October, take 3 pre-seen material, and on the basis of that 3 pre-seen material, we will discuss different parts of the syllabus along with how to write a good answer. Both the things will continue together. Not going into any technical model on all that, even though while discussing I will be saying some models, which you can say that somebody has studied ACCA, APM, like Surojit and all that, they will be feeling comfortable, but there is no use of model here. If you remember the model, you write. If you don't remember the model, don't write, no problem. There is no fixed answer that we need to use specific models only. But while discussing, I will be saying some models and all that so that you get some clarity relating to technical part. Discussing that technical for SBL or SCS will not be logical, because then in that case we are not ready for the exam and we are doing something which is not relevant for the exam. So both the things will continue together. Okay. So this was the pre-seen material which we discussed in very short for last 15-30 minutes, I think. Then after the class I shared this pre-seen material with all of you. And my homework was that you just go through this pre-seen material once, because in the exam also pre-seen material will be given to you earlier only. For CIMA students it will be releasing around 10th of October. For ACCA student it will be releasing around 28th of November, which we discussed in the last class. So all will be getting pre-seen material in advance. We need to read the pre-seen material, we need to ready. Okay. Based on the pre-seen material, we need to make some notes, which I have prepared, but I have not shared. I will share after the class today. I am not using that material here. But then when you will be getting your pre-seen material, I will be preparing that type of notes for your material also. Okay. And then we will be preparing some questions, what type of questions can come by creating scenarios, and then understanding how to write a good answer for them. Because that we will be continuing for entire 3 months till the day of exam. So that way, there are some questions which are designed based on the pre-seen material, and those questions are written in the class slides. Now why I have not given those questions as a homework? Because it is unseen. Unseen means you will be getting that information in the exam only. Pre-seen information given to you, unseen information you are getting now. Suppose the exam is going on and you are reading the stuff which is unseen part, And those unseen part, we are reading, planning, writing the answers, correlating whatever technical knowledge we have. How can we write a good answer? What are the things we need to take into consideration? That we are doing. So we will cover technical part also, and we will cover practical part also. How can we write a good answer? But what we discussed in the last class, whether it is a briefing paper, whether it is a report, whether it is a letter, mail, or whether it is a PowerPoint slides, the way the questions are asked, they need to be presented in that format. For CIMA, ACCA both. Just that for ACCA, PowerPoint slides are there, but in CIMA exam, PowerPoint slides are not there. That format is not there, but otherwise all the formats are common. CIMA, ACCA, both the students will be getting unseen information. Based on the unseen information, they will prepare their answer. They will think and they will write the answer. So you think that exam is going on and that unseen information are in front of us. Relating to unseen information, what details are given? This case study related to 3 tasks. I said in the last class, for ACCA, for CIMA, both the student, you are required to solve 3 tasks. Task 1, task 2, task 3. For ACCA student, task 1, task 2, task 3. All will be there together. You can see all of them for 3 hours. You can write the answers for all of 3. But for CIMA, task 1 will be for only 1 hour. Read the unseen, read the requirement, think, write the answers 1 hour. Once 1 hour is over, you are going into the second task. And once you go to the second task, you can't go back to the first task. Whatever is written, whatever is 1 hour gone is gone. That's the difference between slightly in the exam format. But pehle unseen padhe to sari. So I have written first of all the first task, the unseen portion for the first task, and then discussing that what we should be writing, how we will write for the first task. That will help CIMA and ACCA both. But just that the ACCA student will be getting task 2 and task 3 all together. This case study relates to 3 tasks. 𝐂𝐕𝐢𝐲, which is the airline company, is an airline based in Courland, which operates across the continent of Honduras, which was written in the pre-seen material also. Just that before unseen getting started, they are giving one-line information. That we are the airline company engaged in Courland and we operate our airline in the continent Honduras. I said that I think they are talking about the continent Europe. Germany, UK, Ireland, France and all that, those maybe they are naming as a Honduras. We don't need to think like that, just for comfort, because there is no continent called Honduras. So आप एक बार practicality you will think. For that reason I am saying suppose they are talking about Europe. And Courland may be UK, maybe France, whatever we don't know. C is an airline based in Courland which operates across the continent of Honduras. You are an independent business analyst. In the exam, we are the business analyst. In CIMA exam, we are always senior finance manager. Our position in the organization, senior finance manager. But in ACCA exam, maybe sometime for writing the answer, you are business analyst, you are one of the director, you are somebody different position. Sometime you are senior finance manager also. For ACCA exams, they will create a position for you. But for CIMA exams, position is fixed. You are the senior finance manager of the organization. Here we are the independent business analyst. That means we are a consultant. We are the independent business analyst employed by coach to advise the board of directors on various strategic projects and initiatives. That same is the case with CIMA ACCA exams. We are going to help the board members in any capacity to take strategic decisions in the right direction, helping them in taking the strategic decisions properly. This is the job of the business analyst here. It is currently September 2013 because this case study for ACCA exams was relevant for September 2023 exam. So when the December exam will be there, they will be telling that it is currently December 2023. For CIMA exam, the same thing they will be telling. It is November 2023. Because when the exam is there, they will put you on that date. They will put you in that month. So it is currently September 2023. We are in September 2023. We are using the pre-seen material of September 2023 exam. The following exhibits, you think that you are in the exam hall and this is in front of you. When you are starting your exam, this is the unseen portion you are getting. And you are getting 3 hours 15 minutes. So during these 15 minutes, you are reading this. It is currently September 2013. The following exhibits provide information relevant to the case study. Now, this is not as per ACCA software exactly because it is written in the Word file. But when I opened the paper of the ACCA past terms and all that in the last class, then on the left hand side, exhibits are there. These are all exhibits written in a Word file, but in the software you will be getting in the left hand side all the exhibits. They are giving the information above. And in the right hand side on the main screen, they will write this. So left hand side detail about the exhibit, and in the right hand side this information. In CIMA, you will be getting only the relevant exhibit for the task 1. You will not be getting all the exhibits in one go. They will be giving you relevant exhibits for that task. So ACCA student need to identify for task 1 which exhibit is relevant. For task 2 which exhibit is relevant. But for CIMA that identification not required. But for ACCA that identification is not a difficult one. First exhibit, second exhibit for what? First task. Second or third will be for second task. Third or fourth or fifth will be for third task. वो normal रहता है. ऐसा नहीं कि ऊपर नीचे करके देते. But फिर भी for ACCA all the exhibits are together. For CIMA relevant exhibit will be there. So there are 4 exhibits given here. 1, overview of the new routes. A summary of the details of 4 new routes available to 𝐂𝐻𝐻, that is our company. We are already running airlines in Hyundai. Different routes are there. And there is an exhibit given on summary of the details of 4 new routes. That means we want to expand and we want to run our airlines in different routes also. That is given in exhibit 1. Exhibit 2, CFO aircraft purchase proposal. For expanding our business, we need to purchase further aircraft. We can go for leasing also, but they are thinking of purchasing aircraft. A proposal from the CFO to the board detailing the purchase of 30 new aircraft and how it will be financed. So in exhibit 2, this detail is written. There will be 30 new aircraft we should be purchasing. CFO is giving the proposal to the board members, and from where we will be getting the money to purchase those 30 aircraft. Then the third, procurement irregularities. An extract of the board minutes in which internal control failures relating to procurement are discussed. An extract of the board minutes in which internal control failures relating to procurement are discussed. That means in the third exhibit, the details are given relating to irregularities in the company. And the directors were discussing the irregularities happened in the company. What are those irregularities? Are given in exhibit 3. Exit interview excerpts from a range of exit interview conducted over the past quarter. In any industry, in any company, not that every employee will not leave or every employee will be continuously working in the organization. The normal labor turnover, the normal staff leaving to another organization will always be there. But then the question is that if the labor turnover is very high, that means greater than the industry, or it is continuously increasing as compared to past, then it is not a good sign. Why the staff are leaving the organization? Maybe managerial level, maybe operational level, maybe labor, whatever. Why they are leaving? In our case, maybe crew members, maybe pilot, or maybe administrative staff or anybody. Why they are leaving? So if they are leaving, then we generally try to stop that. We generally try to improve that. The reasons for leaving the staff more and more, We are not giving them the proper remuneration. We are not giving them the job satisfaction. We are not giving them the proper work environment. We are not giving them the training, motivation. We are not, something we must be doing bad. And when we take exit interview, then we come to know that what's the exact issue. Problem क्या है भाई? क्योंकि if some one or two are leaving, that is a normal retrenchment rate. That's normal. But if more and more persons are always continuously leaving, then it is not good in the long term. So that is, details are given relating to range of exit interview conducted. Some of the staff are leaving, one or two persons, senior persons leaving. We conducted interview, what they said, what were the issue, that is written in Exhibit 4. So the first point relating to new routes, the second point relating to purchase of aircraft, the third point relating to internal issues, problems, failures, the fourth point relating to exit interviews. This is just 4 things. There are 4,000 things which can be asked in the exam. Nobody can be 100% in advance ready कि भाई क्या पूछेगा. जो भी पूछेगा, all business problems are there. You need to be ready to solve those problems practically. Because उनका कोई आंसर कहीं पर लिखा हुआ नहीं है. And there is no fixed answer also. Still there is no questions asked. It is just that they are giving detail. The pre-seen information which you have already used to familiarize yourself with COGE and the industry in which it operates is also available. As I said, in CIMA, ACCA, both the exams, on the software, on the screen, there will be a pre-seen tab. You can click that and you can get the entire pre-seen any time in the exam. For CIMA also, for ACCA also. For CIMA also, in all the 3 tasks, for ACCA it is always in the tab, always. So बोल रहे भाई आपको फ्री सीन अगर देखना है, that information that you can see. हम लोग को यहाँ पर मैंने कोई टैब नहीं दिया, I have not made a software. The above information should be used to answer each task within your chosen response option. Whether it's a CIMA, whether it's an ACCA, the answer need to be written in a particular designated area. For ACCA students, on the left hand side, after the requirement, you will find word processor and spreadsheet. Word processor means word file for typing theory. Spreadsheet for doing any calculations if it involves any calculation. For CIMA exam, task 1, still we have not read the task 1 exhibit and all that. You will read the exhibit, you will read the requirement and all that. And then below when you go forward, it is giving you word file to write the answer. In CIMA, no calculation involved, no Excel file. In ACCA, normally out of 3 hours and 15 minutes, the Excel sheet you will be using not more than 5 minutes in any exam. That means in both the exams, no use of calculator. ले जाना है, कोई काम नहीं. It's a pure thought process and writing the answer, what you understand that. And in CIMA, ACCA also I will advise generally, if 1 or 2 plus minus calculation are there, don't go into Excel file because that will be taking extra time. Write small calculations if it is involving in the word file only. और CIMA के लिए तो Excel file है ही नहीं, calculation आएगा ही नहीं, ठीक है? So they are saying that wherever the response options you need to write, there you need to type your answer. That is there in both the software. Now, Exhibit 1. जो ऊपर में exhibit के बारे में बताया गया, वो Exhibit 1 is written relating to going into different routes. Overview of the new routes. Regional routes. B751. Connecting 2 major business hubs within Hyundai. High passenger volume is expected due to business travel. So there is a route B751. They are naming the route as B51. They can name A, B, C, D, but they want to play with you. B751. Connecting 2 major business hubs. Connecting 2 major business hubs within Hyundai. Hubs means the bigger airline have hubs. So this will be connecting 2 business hubs. That means majorly this route will be focusing on business travels. Not the luxury or excursion travels, but it is business travel purpose. These routes are there. Connecting 2 major business hubs within Hyundai. High passenger volume. Passenger volume is expected due to business travel. There will be high business passenger volume due to business travel huge. Maybe I can say that suppose in India, it is within India only, I can say Bangalore and Mumbai, maybe Bangalore and Delhi. I am saying Kolkata is a business hub, but not like other cities, that you all know. But it is not within the country, it is connecting within the Hyundai, two different business hubs. Maybe within the country or not, we don't know. It is a route where business travel will be huge and it is a busy area, you can say. D13, the second route, connecting a major city in Courland to a newly popular tourist destination and resort in a developing region of Hyundai. Now this is for, you can say, excursion or traveling, not for the business purpose. Connecting a major city in Courland to a newly popular tourist destination. There is a new tourist destination developed and resort in a developing region of Hyundai. That is a developing region, new tourist developed. This route will be connecting to that. So there we will be getting the passengers, those who want to go for traveling, for luxury and all that. H99, that is third route, connecting two secondary cities in the Courland. Connecting two secondary cities in the Courland. Secondary matlab less developed. One on the densely populated southeast and one of the larger cities in Courland Northern Territory. That means here in H99, according to write-up, the population or the persons who will be traveling will not be very much. Because in B and D, there will be good traveling. Maybe business and what do you say? The traveling. But in H99, it is connecting secondary cities. One on the densely populated south coast and one of the larger cities in the Courland Northern Territory. Lower passengers volume but also less competition. This should be written here only. Lower passenger volume but also less competition. So all three routes are having different characteristics. Then fourth route is a global route. That means actually these three routes are in Courland only, but this one is a global route. Or maybe those three routes are in Hyundai only, but this is connecting through Asia, maybe whatever. Global route. I-100. A long haul route connecting near city to a major city on the northern coast of Namibia. A long haul route connecting near city to a major city on the northern coast of Namibia. This city is known international business hub and a popular tourist destination. The route would represent the airline first foray into intercontinental travel. एशिया और यूरोप को पहली बार जोड़ेगा ये इंटरकॉन्टिनेंटल whatever you say यार. Now there is a chat given, माने table given relating to route name all the four, estimated passenger monthly volume, competitor presence, expected profit margin, and the investment required for doing the business in these routes. So first one is B751B, 80,000 monthly passengers volume. Competition is very high, business area. Expected profit margin 10%. Now whether the profit margin after tax, before tax, don't go into that detail. जो लिखा हो बस उसी में रहिए 10%, and investment will be $2 million. For D route 60,000 passengers, less than the B. The competition will be medium, not high, not low, but the margin will be good 12%. The investment is less 1.5 million. For H99, the third one, the passengers is very low, volume is very low, 30,000 monthly passengers. Competition is not there, जब business ही नहीं है तो who will fight with us? The expected profit margin 15% and initial investment 1 million. So investment is also low, margin will be very high. But then the total absolute amount of income would be lower in case of H, most probably. Investment is less, but that's the case. And I 150,000. Competition is very high because international airlines are there. They will be competing with us. The margin is low, 8%, and the investment will be very high, 5 million. Then given task 1. That means whether you are ACCA student, whether you are CIMA student, you have read the exhibit. If ACCA, you are reading maybe all the exhibits. In CIMA, you are reading only what is given, because other exhibits will not be given which are related with task 2 and 3. So this exhibit is related with task 1. Now relating to task 1, what they are asking. C is seeking to add new routes to its existing portfolio, which is the story. It currently operates almost 1,000 routes, and it is looking to increase this number within Hyundai. We want to increase within Hyundai only. It is also looking at introducing international routes, that means 𝐈𝐻-100 also, for the first time to the continent of Numidia, which is located to the south of Hyundai, and which has a range of climates not found in Hyundai. For example, tropical and subtropical. Numidia is the second largest continent on the planet. Asia is the largest continent, we can say. This is second largest. And it is far more economically diverse than Hyundai, with a significant number of developing nations, as well as a small number of increasingly developed nations. Hyundai, major developed nations are there. Here developing and developed both type of nations are there. Maybe they are talking about Africa. ऐसे ही feeling ला रहे, जिससे feeling थोड़ा better आए. Airline routes are not bought. Instead, airlines acquire rights to operate on specific routes. Obviously, routes are not belonging to us. We can use our airlines. We can take passengers from here to there on those routes. This can be through bilateral agreements between governments, slots purchased at specific airports during desirable times, or through other regulatory permissions. Normally in international, it will be more permissions, more regulations, but in Hyundai, there will be less hassle for us because we are already doing business in Hyundai in different routes. The CEO has requested your assistance. So you are going to reply to your CEO, and you are the analyst for the company, and you are going to apply Chief Executive Officer of the company has requested your assistance in evaluating a range of potential routes available to core jets. The CEO has requested your assistance in evaluating a range of potential routes available to core jets. Point number 8. Prepare a report for the board of directors that evaluates the financial and non-financial benefits and drawbacks of each of the proposed routes. We need to exactly understand what they are asking. If we don't understand what they are asking, never we can write a good answer, never. And what they are asking is not a technical part. They are saying, prepare a report to the board of directors. First of all, it is asking prepare a report. To whom? To the board of directors. Secondly, they are asking evaluates the financial and non-financial benefits, financial and non-financial benefits and drawbacks, both each of the routes. Each of the routes. Breaking the question into different parts, exactly what they are asking, will make you feeling comfortable what you are going to write. But if we are not reading the question properly and we start writing, maybe we are writing very well, but we are not writing the answer for the question, the marks will be 0. No marks. Maybe you are writing fantastic. You need to answer exactly what is asked from you. Because if you are working and your CEO is asking some help in a particular area, you will be giving the reply in that area only. Na? You can't say something which is general. You need to be specific. So there is a report format, report to the board of directors. That report will cover the financial and non-financial benefits and drawbacks of each of the proposed routes. 18 marks, big time you will be giving for writing the answer. Professional skill marks are available for demonstrating commercial acumen skills by assessing how the different routes could enhance 𝐂𝐦𝐻's competitive position. Matlab you can say that relating to professionalism, they are testing your knowledge here, commercial acumen skills. Commercial acumen skills should be used or should be covered in writing the answer. That commercial acumen will give you 4 marks extra. Then comes prepare a briefing note. Prepare a briefing note for the chief executive. Now, this is a briefing note. This is not a report. For the chief executive that evaluates the key risk 𝐂𝐦𝐻, key risk cost must consider in relation to becoming a global airline. That means these risks are mainly for the last route only. Because we want to go in Namibia, relating to that they are saying, prepare a note for the chief executive officer which will explain, evaluates the key risk that 𝐂𝐦𝐻 must consider in relation to becoming a global airline. To become a global airline, what are the risks we need to consider? Evaluates them. Write in a briefing note to the CEO. Here also the professional skill marks are available for demonstrating, evaluating skills in using professional judgment to clarify, identify and assess the impact of risk associated with intercontinental expansion. Evaluation skills. Here they are asking evaluation skills application. The professionalism here is covered evaluation skills.